G'day and welcome back to the channel, Ginja Ninja's Movie Reviews. I'm the Ginja Ninja and these are my movie reviews. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you very much for tuning in, stopping by and checking it out. You're probably wondering what it is that I'm doing here. Well, it's Tuesday. That means it's time for Trashy Tuesday. Trashy Tuesday is where I look at the trashiest films I can find. Now, most of them are from the 80s, funnily enough, but there may be some from other eras. And if you can think of any that you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments below. I'll happily check them out. Anyway, if you haven't already, please do give this video a thumbs up, much appreciated. And for those new viewers, do consider subscribe to my channel so that way you can catch up on all this content that I'm putting out. Now, this week we are looking at the movie ENDGAME, bronxlottafinale. Yeah, it's Italian. I'll try to put on an Italian accent, sue me. This one came out in 1983 and it is directed by joedamato. You might recognize that name. He has done quite a bit of film. Yeah, he's done quite a lot and not always great. Now, the film actually stars Al Cliver, Laura Gemser, George Eastman, and many more. The plot. A telepathic mutant recruits a post-World War III TV game show warrior to lead her band of mutants to safety. Yeah, this one kind of had a feel of sort of that post-apocalyptic vibe, a bit of the Running Man and reality TV as well. And it does bring in some good points about reality TV and, you know, whatever. But anyway, look, this is set in the far, far future of 2025, next year. And it's a very intriguing blend of genres. The post-apocalyptic horror and sci-fi combined with a bit of action. And what we have is what joedamato claims to be his best work. Now, granted, I have not seen all of his films, but if this is his best work, I'm not sure I'm ready for his worst. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy this one. But, you know what? Let's just get into it. Now, the cast of this film, and look, while the characters are what we all know and love for this style of film, their development feels somewhat superficial. Many of them are defined by their archetypical roles, and rather than having complex personalities, and this results in a lack of emotional depth. It's kind of to be expected of the era of the time. There wasn't a lot of thought put into developing the characters as such, especially in these type of films. However, Al Cliver is so wooden, they may have just gotten a carved piece of wood. You know, Laura Gemser and George Eastman both do a pretty good job. But yeah, Al Cliver is just so wooden in this role, it's just not funny. Now, I know I gave joedamato a bit of grief in the opening, but I will say the filmmakers have done a fantastic job of creating a gritty dystopian world that feels both familiar and frighteningly unique. However, the storyline does follow the familiar tropes of the lone hero reluctantly stepping up to protect the innocent from a group of nefarious villains. And it's the familiar formula for the genre and some of the dialogue that make this movie a bit cheesy at times. Now, pacing-wise, the film does struggle. Certain scenes drag on unnecessarily while others feel rushed. And it's this uneven pacing that disrupts the flow of the narrative and hampers the overall viewing experience. But like I said, they did a great job of creating a visually unique and, you know, it felt gritty, it felt post-apocalyptic. It was suitable for that. So they did a good job of that. It was just unfortunate that the pacing did disrupt from it. So joedamato's best work? Now onto the effects, and the effects are actually quite good. We are not given a lot of blood and guts, but the effects of the mutants, while they do look a little cheap, they do look good. And they are well conceived, they're well thought out. There's thought put into everything that's done in this film. Even the sound effects of this movie are effective and generating a sense of tension. So for that reason, it definitely scores a point. Another highlight is the thought put into developing the costumes and vehicles. There are these soldiers here, okay? Now they're called security services, and they have a very distinctive look and a very distinctive symbol attached to them. You know, if you're familiar with the security services, take those two letters and put them together, you'll know what I mean. I'll see if I can pop it up on the screen, but yeah, there's a very distinctive World War II feel to them. But they also looked very similar to NCR soldiers from Fallout New Vegas. So if you're familiar with that game, these guys do have a very familiar tone to those ones there. Now, whether the creators of Fallout New Vegas saw this film and took inspiration from it, I would imagine they did, because they just have that gas mask look, the helmet, they do look very similar. So, but yeah, they do, like the whole setup of this, the costumes, the effects do work well in this film. Rewatchability. So honestly, I expected more from this one. I mean, even after reading up on it from After the World Ends, this book here, gave a really good looking into. Yeah, look, they didn't really talk highly of this film, and I can see why. So when I watched it, I did expect more from it, hearing that it was, you know, joedamato, his best work. I was thinking, okay, surely there's got to be something. And look, I wasn't shocked with how it turned out. I wasn't disappointed either, but would I rewatch it? Maybe, but not for a while. Okay, so Endgame fails to live up to its potential as a gripping post-apocalyptic sci-fi action thriller. Despite its intriguing premise and its impressive technical aspects, the film is just let down by its predictable plot, underdeveloped characters, and its uneven pacing. And while it does offer entertainment and excitement for fans of the post-apocalyptic genre, or if you're looking for some mindless entertainment, discerning viewers are likely to find it lacking in substance and originality. So overall, for a score, Endgame gets a 6 out of 10 from me. There you have it. That is my review. Have you seen this film? If you have, let me know down in the comments below. I will also put the link to this film. It is on YouTube for free, so you can get on there and watch it. It is really good quality, so definitely check it out. It is, you know, it's not the greatest film in the world, but it's certainly worth watching. Just to watch it that one time and say, okay, I've seen it. Anyway, look, thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to bother on for too long, but if you haven't already, please do hit the thumbs up button, be much appreciated. And of course, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified of all my future reviews. I've obviously got my Trashy Tuesdays. I also do my Franchise Fridays, my 60-second reviews. They're every so often I'll usually, between the Trashy Tuesday and the Franchise Friday, I'll pop up a 60-second review of just something I've watched during the week. It's just a quick, fun little review. And, you know, they're fun to do because it could be anything. It could be horror, it could be comedy, sci-fi, action, you name it. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.